entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Notre Dame and Georgia were hardly strangers in recent years, but that clash in the playoff in the Sugar Bowl took a turn as the Irish won for the first time against the Dogs.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good job by Notre Dame finishing the first half, forcing turnovers, special teams scoring a touchdown, not beating themselves. Notre Dame, they proved they belong on the big stage, Jesse, and that gave them momentum moving forward.
Yeah, they wanted to make a statement against the SEC champs, and they sure did do that. Now, this time around, they're not sneaking up on anybody. You know Georgia is ready. They're locked and loaded. Kirby Smart will have got them fired up and ready to go. This one's going to look and feel a little bit different.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this guy has been so important to this defense and the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
What a terrible, terrible shame. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Caught over the middle. It's Fields. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's lobbed. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
All the way back to the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He unleashes a long look. Makes the grab on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Humphreys. And he's dragged down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. the sticks. It's Humphries. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Makes the catch. It's Frazier. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Handoff to Jones. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Direct snap. It's Frazier. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
The hand to the running back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Carr. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Knocked off his feet.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Stands in and takes the hit. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. It's caught downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not able to click underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that speed.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the brim. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Frazier. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Finds his man. It's Frazier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Unloads to the right. By himself, he makes the grab. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Carr. The quick out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they get the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. Inside the touchdown, Dogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Just keeps moving. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pressure coming. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On the run, it's Frazier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. Got it, looking for the first down. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Working that left side now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
At the 36. Now, 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Stockton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Frazier. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Young. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Might be changing the route. On the move, it's Lott. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Caught behind the line. It's Lott. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Spits it out to the back. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for room. It's Lott. Turning it on. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
On the play.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
There he goes! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
On the snap, it's Stockton. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Stockton. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Grab near the marker. It's Bob. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile.
Here we go.
It'll be a draw. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the